Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with the second episode of this week's video series playing with the Dandy laser cut dies. Yesterday's project I have right here, just to refresh your mind that I was dealing with making an offset in some way to not have to deal with the fact that the matting on the sides of this Dandy cut focal are wider than the top and bottom because it's not laser cut to a direct proportion to the A2 size card bases. So today's projects, I have two of them. They again are going to be using the actual laser cut pieces, and then the final video will be showing the last two cards that I made using the negatives, making the two laser cut card front pieces into masks or stencils. So the two stamp sets that I was very happy to grab, this is from the mini catalog and this is from the annual catalog. So Pretty Perennials, mini, Biggest Wish, annual. And what I wanted to challenge myself with is larger sentiments. I love my itty bitty greetings, which now have been retired. So I thought this is a perfect opportunity to challenge myself to learn how to utilize very large sentiments. So the next four cards all have either of these two or the combination of one from one and one from the other to make up happy birthday. All of them are happy birthday cards because I am always short happy birthday cards. So the first project here, you can see that I dealt with the matting by centering the die laser cut. I used Bermuda Bay and Pool Party, and when I did my stamping, I stamped color on color. So the Pool Party I stamped with the Coastal Cabana. Now it looks like I actually sponged on the laser cut piece using Pool Party, but I actually did not. I used Coastal Cabana, and I used the big oval brush, and for the gorgeous grape centers of the dragonflies I used a finger dauber. On the pearls I colored them with the dark Highland Heather, and the white crinkle ribbon, it's 1/4 inch, has been colored with both to give it sort of an ombre effect. So I used the light and the dark Highland Heather here and there on this very long strip. And then I actually wanted a fluffier bow, so I used a very old tool that I have not used in a very long time. It's called a Bow Easy, and it is so old. Check out these instructions. They are kind of hand-drawn with an old Selectric typewriter, and this is obviously hand-colored. But this tool has served me well. When I bought it so many years ago, I bought it from a mom-and-pop scrapbook shop, and the lady actually took it out and showed me how to make a bow with it before I even left. So it helps because these instructions are so hard to see. Especially figure 4 is the key to whether your bow works or doesn't, and I can hardly tell what that is. So I plan on making a short how-to video for this tool, and I will create it separate from these videos so that it can be watched separately. And I did look online, and there are still videos out for this, and I still see it for sale. One place has it for $5.95, so it is not expensive. So that will be a coming video. So this finishes this card. I did use the same rainbow glimmer that I talked about yesterday to make this little dragonfly. And the happy and birthday both are from the Pretty Perennials. The second card that I made uses a different sheet. It uses the little grid pattern, kind of looks like stars to me. And again, I used, you can see that this is the Coastal Cabana coloring coming up, and then behind here it turns mostly purple. So when I created this, it was suggested to me, I think Libby was the one who thought it should use a little bit more white. So how I created the white, so this is a little demo, is I cut a snip of twine. I actually cut 2 of them. And I'm looking for my scissors. I have that part of my snips, but not the snips, because it would be too easy to have it close by. Let me grab them and I will be right back. Alright, the snips found. They actually were very close. So I snipped off a very short length of the new thin twine that comes in a multi-pack now. I take these very fine tweezers. Again, these tweezers are from a vinyl weeding kit. I think they come in, you can buy them with a flower forming kit, and you probably could get these all by themselves at various big box stores or online. So if I take the very thin nose and I just tuck it underneath the loop and widen it. Now I've already done this to 2 of these, so it's getting kind of filled up in there. I grab what I want to pull through, hold still what I don't want to come through, and there I have more interesting white to help offset the darks of the card. And I could choose, I unraveled the other 2, and I could either leave this one thick as it is, or I can unravel it, whatever I want. But I think that is a very nice addition of interest on a card for just very little work. So again, I used the pearls for some white. I added some pearls off of the dragonflies in this case to help offset the colors. I did a tone-on-tone sentiment using Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. And I did also use Pretty Perennials for this. So that concludes this walkthrough of these 2 cards. The next installment will be the negatives of these, where I used them as masks. And I also continue on, and I believe I made those using the Biggest Wish sentiments. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them here on the video or over on my blog. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.